ഹലോ എവരിവൺ, നമസ്കാരം. എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ക്രിസ്മസിൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ. ഇത് ക്രിസ്മസ് പ്രമാണിച്ച് ഞാനൊരു ഡിഷ് ചെയ്യാമെന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചു. ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു വീഡിയോയിൽ ഡിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. വേറെ ഒന്നുമല്ല, ഒരു പ്ലം കേക്ക്, പ്ലം ഇല്ലാത്തൊരു പ്ലം കേക്ക്. സോ ഐ തോട്ട് ഓഫ് ബേക്കിംഗ് എ കേക്ക് ഫോർ especially for Christmas. The first time that I'm going to cook something before the camera. I don't know what's going to happen. Just watch out, okay? Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's see what all goes into it. So basically I have used some raisins, golden ones, then we have the brown ones, we have tutti frutti, dates cut into small pieces, cashew nut small pieces, then walnut small pieces. These are all like 1.5 spoon, 2 tablespoons according to your requirement. Then some orange peel, dried orange skin, that is orange peel. This we will crush into small pieces. Then we have 3 eggs. 3 eggs is for like 1.5 cup of flour. Then 50 grams of butter and some cooking oil. Then we have the main ingredients, that is maida or the all-purpose flour. I will tell you the quantity when we mix it. Then the baking powder, the raising agents, baking powder and baking soda. We'll be using both, like baking powder and baking soda. Then we have some the flavoring agents like vanilla essence and pineapple essence. Normally people use orange essence, but here I'm going to use pineapple essence. And some lemon for extracting some lemon juice for making the cake more flavorful. And of course we'll be adding some jackfruit jam here. Normally people add mixed fruit jam, but I'm adding jackfruit jam for a different taste. And of course some honey will go into it to make it more, the texture of the cake more different. And here I'm going to soak the dry fruits in alcohol. This Irish whiskey, I'm going to soak it in Irish whiskey. You can also mix it in orange juice instead of alcohol. And then we have some sugar. For sweetness, sugar we add. I'm using brown sugar. So that is the main ingredients that we are going to use it today. So let's go for the mixing now. First I will soak the dry fruits. That's the first step to do. So I'll put all the raisins here inside. Then So I put all the ingredients, all the dry fruits into one bowl. So now I'm going to add the whiskey, that is the alcohol, into it. Yeah, that's enough. So now I'll mix it together. So all the fruits, dry fruits and nuts are going to get well coated with the whiskey. So it gets soaked in the whiskey to make it more flavorful and soft. The plum cake is basically a fruit cake. So I have crushed the orange peel now. I'm going to add it to the already soaked dry fruits. Dry fruits add it. അതൊന്ന് മിക്സ് ചെയ്യും. ഇതിൽ ഞാനൊരു കാര്യം പറയാൻ മറന്നുപോയി. അതായത് നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് സ്പൈസസ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ ആ സ്പൈസസ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ബേസിക്കലി ഇതാണ്. ലൈക്ക് വി ഹാവ് സം ക്ലോവ്സ്, ദെൻ cinnamon, cardamom, and some nutmeg. So this will again crush it and add this powder to this one. So that will make the cake a little spicy. Okay, so I now have the ground spice. പൊടിച്ചെടുത്ത സ്പൈസസ് എല്ലാം ഉണ്ട്, അത് ഞാൻ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോവാണ്. Add to the already soaked dry fruits. Mix it well and keep it aside.
Hi.
So here comes my family. Here's my wife. அடுത്ത സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ഷുഗർ കാരമലൈസ് ചെയ്യണം. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വൈറ്റ് ഷുഗർ. സോ വൈറ്റ് ഷുഗർ ഈസ് പുട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഇൻ ടു എ പാൻ. നൗ വി ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു ഹീറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് അപ്പ്. അതൊന്ന് ചൂടാക്കി കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും അത് ബ്രൗൺ കളറാവും. ദെൻ വി ആഡ് സം വാട്ടർ ആൻഡ് ദെൻ മേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് എ സിറപ്പ്, തിക്ക് സിറപ്പ്, ബ്രൗൺ dark thick syrup. So that has to get cool. So now she has put it in the pan. Now she will heat it up. So here comes the caramelized sugar. So the sugar is caramelized well. It is dark brown in color. It has to get cool now. So we'll keep it aside.
Hello.
And here is Roshni. She is also joining. So she is going to start mixing. So we have taken 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl using the measuring cup. Now she is going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. She is going to use the measuring spoons. That is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now she will add half teaspoon of baking soda. First she added baking powder, now she's going to add baking soda. Yes. So she has added that. Now she will mix it well. You can use the same spoon, no problem. Okay, so she is mixing it well. Mix it well. Now ഇത് ശരിക്കും മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത ശേഷം നമ്മൾ വേറൊരു ബൗളിലേക്ക് അത് അരിച്ചെടുക്കും. So you will just feed it into another mixing bowl. So that all the baking powder and baking soda get mixed up with the flour evenly. So that's why we are sieving it into the bowl. So now she is putting everything into the sieve. Put everything full. Just tap it on side. Tap it on side. Yeah. Slowly.
Hi.
And it's now Arjun's turn. He is going to line the baking pan with the parchment paper. So you have already put the parchment paper. Now he's going to put the other one. So on the sides he is putting the parchment paper. So that's lined. So it is ready. So that when the mix is ready, we can just pour it. Thank you, Arjun. Okay, now the most crucial part, the mixing part. The trio is ready to do that. So first we are going to put the sugar. The sugar is actually powdered, so that it mixes well into the bowl. Now we will add to that the butter, 50 grams of butter. 50 grams of butter is added into the, then it is going to be mixed with the beater. So that Arjun is going to Ready? Okay, now we'll add the eggs. So the eggs are being added. I mean the egg yolk. We have separated the egg yolk and the egg whites. So now we just add the egg yolk. So again it is being beaten. Stop it now. Let the oil be added. Yeah, add the oil. Okay, beat it. Beat it. Now the syrup is added. That is caramelized sugar syrup. Okay. So now we have just beaten everything together. So that batter is ready. Now we have to add other ingredients. So now we'll add the dry fruits. So now the dry fruits are being added. So that we will just mix it together. Okay, so now we will mix the, beat the egg whites. So there goes the egg whites of 3 eggs. Earlier we have just added the egg yolks. Now we are going to beat the chicken handle. Okay, so now we are into the final steps. So we are just mixing the batter and egg batter, and we are adding the egg whites that we just mixed up. Okay, so that is, once it is mixed, we will just slowly add it. Slowly mix it well so that it is mixed evenly everywhere. So that is the consistency that we are looking for. There you go. Just come up well. You can hear the oven making sounds because the oven is ready, already preheated. It is preheated to 380 degrees, 380 Fahrenheit, that is around 180 degree centigrade. So then we will reduce it to 160 degrees, and then we'll bake it for around 35 to 40 minutes, and we'll check it, and again then we'll bake it for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then it should be okay. So there our batter is ready. Mix it well. Now we're going to pour into the pan. The pan which was already lined by the parchment paper by our little Arjun goes into the pan. So we are just putting all the batter into the pan. Let us use the spatula to put everything into the pan. So there goes all the batter into the pan. It's smelling so good. I can just eat it like that, even without baking. But since we have raw eggs and everything, we should bake it properly. Okay, so everything goes up. There you go. So now just spread it. Like the center should be like a little bit low, because when we bake, the cake, the center portion comes up. So we have to spread it evenly like this, but this center portion will be a little bit like low side, like it just should be a little bit high. So there we have put everything. Now is the time to hit it hard. So it's ready now. We got it baked now. I need to cool it. So it has to get cool for some time. After that we will cut it. Alright, so finally our cake is ready. So we are just eagerly waiting to cut it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There's our cake. That's the plum cake. Malayali's favorite plum cake for Christmas. So Arjun is going to taste the cake. So it has come well. Rich plum cake, spongy and fluffy.
It's nice.
How is it? You like it?
Yes.